Yo, what a do, YouTube? So in this video, I'm going to be interviewing the one and only Evan Carmichael. I'm super excited. I hope you are too. That and more coming up. Hey, what's up guys? This is Eli with Build Your Tomorrow, a channel dedicated to everything and anything personal finance. We believe in spending less than we earn, saving money, paying down debt, making sound investments. But most importantly, guys, we believe in investing in ourselves. So if you are new here, consider subscribing. All right, guys, I'm super excited. I've traveled to Toronto from New York just to hang out with Evan. I've been watching Evan for a very long time on YouTube. At first, I used to go to his channel to listen to Eric Thomas and Les Brown.
Nice.
But then after a while, I started to admire how hard he worked. He uploads 3 videos a day, and I do 1 a day, and I know how challenging that is. So uploading 3 a day, I just tip my hat, and that's a big reason why I'm here, because I not only know that he works super hard, but when I watch his stuff, like, he's sincere. Like, he truly is sincere. Like, I don't.
Well, hold on. You do 1 a day just by yourself, no team?
No team.
I have a team of 8 people.
Okay, well.
So that's pretty impressive.
But yeah, okay, that's great.
It's good. Don't feel so bad. You should feel happy. He's doing more work than I am.
Okay, but when I watch his stuff, he's so sincere, and because of that, I figured that I wanted to give him something.
Oh.
As a token of my appreciation for his work, and just because you inspired me to do a lot. And so this is just a token of my appreciation, Evan.
Thanks, man. Can I open it?
Yeah, open it, please.
It says moo. Oh no, it says moo and it says yay. Look at that, yay. I like this. I like the sticker celebration.
Yeah. So I put some time into it. So I hope you like it.
Made in Providence with pride. Made in Providence with pride.
Okay.
Look at that. Oh, look at this. There's some quality packaging here.
Yeah.
Why aren't you just a ray of human sunshine? You're human, right? Yeah. That's some good packaging. Look at this. Look at how fancy. Look at that. That's fancy, guys.
Yeah.
That's fancy. Oh, there's a whole bunch of stuff under there. Okay,
yeah.
Look, we're leading with a purple box.
That's right.
Let's see. Let's put that thing down. Designed by you and Moo.
So this
there's a story here with this company.
Well, I'm not really too sure. Well, so Moo. Well, you know what? First, open it.
I almost don't want to open this. Look, it's got a seal. Like, it's got a... Oh, it won't focus. Don't focus on my face. There you go. No. It's got this little wax seal, old school.
But guys, right? So there's a strategy behind this gift. I'm like, okay, if I could give him this, every time he sees it, he's going to think of
you.
He's going to think of me.
This might be a good thing or a bad thing.
Yeah. Well, this is like Inception right now, guys.
Every time I see it, man, this is really on. There we go. Okay. Put that down.
All right, and easy.
Oh, look, a little teardrop. Like, they paid attention to the package in there. I like it.
Okay.
Every time I see this, oh, look at that. We got some. Holy cow, this autofocus.
Yeah.
We gotta get out of the picture. Anyway, that's my logo for those of you who don't know.
Yeah.
And these are. Oh, there's me on the front. What are these?
They're business
Posters?
Cards.
What? Business cards?
Business cards.
You know, I actually don't have business cards.
There you go. So
now I have business cards.
Exactly.
Thanks to you.
So you can carry them around.
Okay.
And on the front, it says #believe, which is his
like
one
that.
word. And then on the back, it's a picture of
my
him.
face.
Yeah. And he's kind of like thinking, which is awesome. So
you got all the handles right. That's good.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I've I was very careful.
I feel like you should have snuck yourself in here somewhere. Build Your Tomorrow.
No. So
I like it. Cool. Thanks, man. That's a lot of love. I legit don't use business. I have no business cards, so now I have some.
Yeah,
it's great.
Yeah, absolutely. But again, it's really I wanted to say thank you. You've inspired me for years, so. It's the least I can do.
And what's below? More though.
And it's just more business cards.
Look at that. So this box, and inside the box is this like insane quantity of business cards.
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
So, I like it, man. Listen, this will be put to good use.
All right, excellent. I hope you like them.
All right, I'll put them there.
All right, guys. So now the interview, right? I've got some questions for Evan, and I'm hoping to ask him 2 extra questions, that he's not expecting. So stay tuned. That'll be towards the end. All right, Evan. So first, tell us why you got started on YouTube.
So I wish I could say I had this grand plan where I'm going to be a YouTuber. I didn't. That was not the case. I started, I don't know how many years ago, 9 years ago, something like that.
Wow, that's a long time.
Well, at the start, I just got a channel name, right? Like, just you get your channel name. You don't really do much with it. I started because 2 reasons. One, I was getting a lot of people asking me questions by email, and I thought instead of writing a 45-minute email to respond to somebody, how about I make a video and send them that video, and chances are they'll get it, and then other people who have the same problem can get an answer.
Sure.
Right? Like if you're answering finance tips, somebody might send you an email or shoot you an IG message or something. You could spend a lot of time writing a reply, but if you make a video, maybe 1,000 people see that video and people get help and answers, right?
Yeah.
So that was the intention at the beginning, as well as just, I learned a lot from famous entrepreneurs. Modeling success kind of saved my business when I wanted to quit.
That's right.
And so I wanted to share some of the stories that I had learned in the hopes that somebody else didn't have to go through the same problems that I had.
Okay.
But I wish I could say, like, I had this all mapped out. It's like, boom, going to hit 1.2 million subs. I knew that was going to happen.
1.2, guys.
I knew that was going to happen, but no.
Yeah.
And I think that's the start of most things. Like when you first start something, you just experiment, you try, you see. And it eventually could become something that might be your business, something else.
Okay, so now that you've been doing it for 9 years,
that's crazy, 9 years.
Right? So, like, tell us, like, maybe some of the most important lessons that you've learned, about building a community, building a channel on YouTube. Like just some lessons.
Most important thing is consistency. So getting that thing down. I think too many people make a video, expect it to take off, it doesn't have success, and then they quit. Like how many videos in are you on your channel?
So right now I have about 100.
100
on there.
And you're doing daily.
And I'm trying to do daily. Yeah, I am doing daily. But yeah, it's
that's good.
Yeah. But I think some of my challenges are coming up with the idea behind the video. And then sometimes, like, my initial thoughts on what the video should be, sometimes I find like sometimes they're not consistent with really with what the mission of Build Your Tomorrow is. So the idea and then the process of refining the idea down to something that's consistent with me, with my values, with my beliefs, and with what this channel is about. That takes me some time. And then getting in front of the camera, recording, editing, uploading. So it's a challenge to do it once a day.
Yeah. So going daily is great, but just being consistent. I think most people are not consistent. They don't put in enough.
Sure.
It's understanding, one, that the quantity leads to the quality. That the more you do, the better you'll get. Just in anything. Like the more you invest in stocks, the smarter you'll be about investing in stocks.
That's right.
Think like, hey, I'm going to dump all my money into some penny stock and it's going to blow up, and now I'm the next, Warren Buffett or Ray Dalio or whoever, right?
Yeah. No penny stock, guys. No penny stocks. Big cap companies, though.
Right. Okay. So but even to think okay, so you got an extra G to put somewhere. I'm going to go buy Bank of America.
That's right.
Why to think that that's going to be a huge success for you without having done the right amount of research? Like you'll suck at the start of anything, right?
That's right.
Investing, being a YouTuber, learning French, riding a skateboard, you're going to suck. So expect to suck. Like, don't expect to be great at the beginning of anything.
Yeah.
So the quantity leads to the quality. The more you do, the better you'll get at it, just like everything else. And so that's where you have to actually love doing it. You have to love the process.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't love investing, then leave it to somebody else. Like, buy an index fund and just put it on autopilot and focus on what you love doing. If you really love investing, you want to learn about it, then dive deep, understand the principles.
Yeah.
And so that applies to every area of life. I think most people just don't give it enough time. I hated, listen, I was hundreds of videos in on my channel before I wasn't completely embarrassed by what I made. Embarrassed.
Yeah.
I couldn't watch it back. I couldn't watch it back. Like, this guy has guts. He flies in from New York. I didn't know you were coming from New York, by the way. It's great. I thought you were local. Flies from New York. We're shooting at an investment I've made, Toronto and Salsa. We're shooting in a mall, right? So, like, there's people walking by, watching what's going on. I've got my team here. They're zooming in and out and kind of watching. Yeah. I would not have had the guts, even 100 videos in, to do this with somebody else.
No, and the reason I'm here is because I've listened to his stuff. You know, it's like Les Brown, Eric Thomas, Evan Carmichael, all these guys talk about being hungry, you know, going after things, you know, not being so sensitive and not, you know, being afraid, you know, and like, yes, you're going to be afraid. I was super nervous coming here. Like, on the train, I had to give myself the entire pep talk. I'm like, dude, like, you should admire yourself for, like, the amount of effort that you put into things. Like, I flew here, you know, it was not easy getting here on the train. There was a delay. I had to take a shuttle to Lawrence and then jump back on the subway and come over here. And the entire time I'm nervous, but I'm giving myself a pep talk. And it's because, and so I pushed through that because of the stuff that I've learned from him. And that's the reason I'm here. That's the reason I got on the business cards, because I've learned so much.
It's amazing. Now listen, you know, young Les Brown to me is the man. Like, young Les Brown is the thing. So to put me in, like, E.T. and Les Brown categories, that's my hero from, like, a speaker point of view. I don't think anybody does it better.
I mean, guys, I'm going to link his channel in the description below. And also his book, Your One Word. I'm reading it right now. The book first tells you why it's important for you to come up with a word that truly defines your mission, your beliefs, your values. And then it then helps you develop a plan to take that one word to the masses. So I'm on that chapter now. Nice. And so I'll link the description. I'll link it in the description below. So it's an investment that I made. I think it might be something that's worthwhile for you. But if you don't want to do that, I strongly suggest listening to his channel every day in the morning. So he has this thing called the BTA, Believer Taking Action, where you watch one video every morning and you write BTA 1. Then the next day you watch another video, then you comment BTA 2, so on and so forth. And I think what it really does.
What are you at now? What's your number?
BTA 30.
All right, nice. 30 days.
So there's
if you miss one day, you got to start over.
That's right. There's a guy named Luca out there that's like at 800 and something. I'm like, this guy, somebody needs to kidnap him. Take him out of the thing. It's making me look bad. It's like 3 years away. But, yeah, guys. So, again, watch his top 10 stuff in the morning. Like Les Brown would say, it helps you control the spirit of your day.
Nice.
And, you know, it starts to kind of shape how you think and the decisions you make. All right, Evan. So, my next question is, so the viewer at home might want to start a business, start something, and like move forward. So maybe you can tell us some of the highest highs and some of the lowest lows on your journey and how you handled them.
My lowest low was telling my business partner that I quit.
That's right.
You know, I was making no money. I was putting in tons of work, effort, hustle, every day, drive, and I was making $300 a month, and just nothing seemed to be working. You know, I was really proud of the product I was selling. I was doing it for the right reasons, trying to provide a great service to people, and we just weren't getting results. And anything up to that point that I put more work into, you would start to see results. But here, just nothing was happening. I made it harder on myself that I was too embarrassed and ashamed to talk about what was happening. So, you know, my friends wanted to go out, have pizza. That's beer and pizza.
Okay.
Have pizza together. We just made that up. We're coming up with new word. Okay. That's how we build a better tomorrow. New language. Pizza. Right. Sell that pizza. $15 a pop. So like I couldn't afford it, right? Like I had to pick one thing per month I could go to because I only had $20 as my discretionary income for the month. So I made it hard on myself. I'm sure if I told my buddies, listen, guys, I can't afford that. We could have just stayed home and watched a game or something. So I made it hard on myself. That was the worst day was me telling my business partner that I quit. It was too hard.
And the highest high.
The highest high from a business. What's the highest high from a business?
Maybe 1 million subscribers. I mean, that's a lot of subscribers.
That was a good high.
Or maybe selling your company?
Selling my company was a decent high. I had mixed feelings over that.
Okay.
I mean, one of the highest highs, honestly, was when I sold my first deal coming out of the darkness, like when I was making $300 a month. I sold a deal. I got a strategy that I borrowed from Bill Gates. I applied it to my company, and I made $13.5K US, and that like blew my mind.
Oh,
right? Like, you know, $13,500 may not mean a lot to you guys, but man, when you're making $300 a month and you can't do anything, and eat beans for lunch every day, like $13.5K, like I'm making bank. Like this is actually working. Like what? And so that, and more importantly, give me a strategy for what I could keep doing. Like I could keep following that thread. So that was a good high. Selling a company, I guess, but that was like the start of the.
Okay. Awesome. All right, Evan. And I know, so he's a busy guy. I'm supposed to be out of here at 3. It's past 3, so this will be the last one, guys. But all right, Evan.
You said you had a couple questions. Let's go. You said you had a couple questions.
Okay.
I like these are the questions I'm excited for, the ones that I'm not expecting.
Okay, well, all right, so here we
go.
are.
The notes. I like the notes.
All right.
Are you staying overnight?
Well,
the tags say Westin.
Oh yeah. So I figured I'd splurge a little bit. I've been living at home for many years, saving money to pay off my student loans, my credit cards. I finally got that done. And so when I was booking on Expedia, I was looking at the Holiday Inn Express, and then I was looking at the Westin, and I'm like, man, I deserve the Westin because of how much I've sacrificed, how long I've been living at home. So I'm like, you know what? Yeah, go for the Westin.
So you're staying tonight, or you stayed last night?
No, I got here Friday.
Okay.
I'm leaving tonight.
It's Friday. It's Monday right now. Okay. So
you
explored. You had fun in the city.
Yeah. So I did Lula Lounge.
Lula Lounge. You're a salsa dancer?
No.
Oh, dude. Wait, why do you go to Lula? It's a salsa club in Toronto, by the way.
Yeah, that's right. So
what'd you go for?
So I dance bachata. You know.
Oh,
bachata.
okay, fine. Okay. That's close enough, dude.
Yeah.
We had a party here on Saturday. You should have come out.
I was thinking about that.
We teach bachata here.
Yeah.
Of course.
I had no idea this guy knows. Wow, that's even awesome because, I was actually thinking, I was like,
dude, do his research here. I don't know.
No, I was like,
We're coming to Toronto Dance Salsa.
No, exactly. I was like, you know what? He probably, so salsa schools usually throw socials.
Yeah.
And I was like, he might be throwing a social on Saturday, but I didn't want to be too much of a creep because I was like, I'm already flying in from New York. I don't want to be like a mega creep. So I was like, you know what? I'll just see him on Monday. But all right. So next time I'm in town.
Next time, you know what? It's the same thing of you don't take the yes away from somebody. It's the same thing about asking even to come here, right? And like watching ET and like getting the vibes up, right? Like you should have come. It would have been awesome. I've had people show up randomly at parties and stuff, say, "Hey, Evan Carmichael," like, yeah, I know, friends of the channel, but don't take the decision away from somebody else, right? Like, it would have been great to have you, man. You could have had some dances. We had a party Saturday night and Sunday night. Could have got some extra bachata fix in there.
Yeah, and then so I go to Lula, and then it was mostly salsa, and I'm just like sitting by the bar, like waiting for the bachata to come on, and then towards the end they played the bachata, and it ended up being actually a great night. But hey, I will keep that, and then I'll also don't take the yes away from the person.
We had a world-famous bachata DJ on Saturday night.
Wow.
DJ Duck. Has his own mixes. He was spinning the whole night, played some sick bachata tracks.
If you're from New York, the trip to Toronto is only an hour away on the plane. So, if you want to dance some bachata, you already know. For all my Dominicans out there, we love it. All right.
Okay, here are the questions.
Okay. All right, so
this is great.
I have, let's ask Evan a trick question, okay?
Oh. Nice.
Like might be a little silly, but I think it'll be fun.
Okay. I like this. Let's go.
So Evan's one word, the one word that describes Evan's mission and what he's about is believe.
Yeah.
And every piece of content he has believe. His business cards have believe on
them. Yes, right. It's on my business card. It has to be.
Yeah. Okay. So the question for you, Evan, is let's say, hypothetically speaking, that believe was taken and you couldn't you couldn't use believe, what would be your next, what would be the one word that you would choose next?
I would go impact.
Impact.
Yeah.
Okay.
Impact.
All right. So we've got that. So, oh, by the way, Evan, there's a subscriber that you have. Her name is Crafty B.
Yeah, I know Crafty B.
Oh, you know Crafty B?
Yeah.
Okay, so she wanted me to tell you that. She says hi.
What's up, Crafty B?
Hey, Crafty, how you doing? Keep painting. Okay. All right, Evan. All right, so the next question is, okay, so again, his one word is believe. What about believe is so super special?
So for me, and you'll get to this part in the book, I guess, as you get to the credo section, but for me, it starts with believing in the work that you're doing. So part of what the book has is you break it down into what I call your credo. So the three things that make up your one word. Your one word's the most important core value, your credo, the three things that make it up. So for me, it's believing what you're doing. So you have to have passion for the work, right? It's like, I love the work. I love the process of making videos. I love the process of helping out entrepreneurs. You got to love what you do. There's the believe in yourself, which is self-confidence. I think that's what most people think, like believe in yourself to do it. So it's definitely part of it. And then believe in the bigger picture, so the impact. Like I want to have an impact. I want to feel like the work I do matters. I want this video to reach millions of people. This is the video that explodes the channel, right? That's what's up. Subscribe, hit the bell, all that awesome stuff, right? And so that's, all of the things that I do are funneled through one of those three paths.
Awesome. So when I was reading his book, I was like, man, believe is such a great one word. Because it really comes down to, like, believing. You have to believe. And if you don't believe, it shows in everything you do if you don't truly believe in what you're doing. So I think believe is such a great one. And when I was reading the book, there's a paragraph that essentially he's quoting Steve Jobs. And essentially, and then from that paragraph, it became clear to him that believe was his one word. And when you looked at that paragraph, Steve Jobs used believe a number of times. And so I think I'm like, wow, that's such a great one word. Yeah. Okay.
I like the story.
Okay. All right. So the last question, and this is literally the last one I have, guys. All right, guys. So what is next for Evan? And Evan, are there going to be any Believe conferences down the road? But essentially, what is next?
So I have a lifelong mission. I want to try to solve the world's biggest problem, untapped human potential. It's not even solvable in my lifetime. And so I like having a huge impossible mission to reach. It's the old saying of you wake up every day and try to empty the ocean with a spoon. It's never going to happen, but you wake up every day and go do it. And then I have what I'm doing right now. So I'm focused on what I'm doing for the next 3 months. So right now I'm still focused on YouTube, still focused on my books and spreading the message. And my recent obsession is Instagram, building my audience there. I love it because I'm starting from nothing. It took me 6 years to get 6,000 followers, and a month or two to get to 9,000, and I'm building it up. It's I'm starting from, a lot of you guys have, a lot of people following me have way more subscribers or followers than I do on IG, and I like the starting over. I'm starting from nothing, and it's going to be 3 to 4 years of posting 3 to 4 times a day, and that's how I'm going to win. It's just a consistency, getting better. Yeah. So I don't have a 5-year plan. As soon as I set a 5-year plan, it's how do I make that happen in 5 months? Immediately, as soon as you get a seed for a bigger idea, it's how do I start doing that right now? That's how I default to. So I don't know what's next, man. Instagram is my latest love on top of what I'm already doing, but beyond that, I don't know. Maybe start a personal finance vlog or
you can't
invest in penny stocks and
you can't come to my space, man. You go over there
on Bitcoin and all that stuff.
No Bitcoin either. Okay. All right. That really does it for me, guys. But Evan, I just want to tell you that I think, it's awesome what you're doing because there's a lot of people out there that that need strength on a daily basis. I was telling Alex right before we started this interview that the reason I came onto YouTube and searched for Les Brown and searched for Eric Thomas is because they gave me strength, to kind of work through things and to move forward on a daily basis. And so, with what you do, that's essentially what you're doing. You're giving people energy. You're giving people, reason to get up and keep going and moving forward. So, again,
what's one thing I can help you with? Something you're facing right now, trying to figure out whether you end up putting it live or not. We'll see. But what's one thing? What can I help you with? You got me. We got a question.
Okay. Well, but okay. So I was like, you know what? I was like, if I could, if we could develop some sort of a mentorship, where if you could help me, every so often, with just a little guidance, that I think that would be very valuable. So just like mentorship. It's hey Eli, he actually gave me a tip. He said to on my Instagram to take out my logo and to put my face on it. And that's one thing I'm going to do.
Right? But look at this face. That needs to be Instagram.
okay. But little tips like that.
Okay, here's the thing. This is important because a lot of people watching in my audience too, like, how do I get a mentor? How do I get this? A mentorship is a relationship. A mentorship is like getting married. So you don't ever want to go up to somebody and say, hey, can you be my mentor? Because for a mentor who takes it seriously, it shows that you're not considering, you haven't thought it through. Because you'd never go up to a girl on the street and say, hey, will you marry me? That's the equivalent. That's what it is. Because a mentor's going to invest their time. And mentors love giving back. This is what you need to understand. Like, mentors love giving back. It was awesome when he's going to come here and interview me. I love coming in and do, like, it's awesome. But mentors hate wasting their time. This is the challenge. Because most mentees, what they'll do is, they'll come in first just asking to be, can you be my mentor? So you get a no. Then they may ask a question, which is a better approach. Like, ask one question. Here's what I need help with. And then they go out and maybe they try it, or maybe they just think about it and they don't do anything. And then they come back a month later and they say, hey, here's another question. What happened to the first one? Like, did you do the work? Did you even try? And it's not even if you get success or not. If it's like, you need to do a video every day for the next 3 months. Great. If that's the advice, then then go do that, right? Otherwise, like, I'm not the mentor, right? If you don't like the mentor's advice, great, don't come back to the same guy asking the same questions. But the best you can do is ask one question. This is great, like, whether it's me or anybody else, like, you see somebody going live on IG, or you meet somebody at an event, right? Somebody's a speaker, or you reach out to them and say, hey, can we do an interview for my YouTube channel? Like, however you, it's so easy to get access to people now compared to ever before. Figure out the one question that you really want to get an answer to, and then go and ask them that question, and then do the work. Whether you get a successful result or not, like, if you come back and said, hey, you gave me advice to make a video a day for 3 months, I did it. Here, look, I made 2 a day. Look at it. I'm still not getting results. What do you think? I want to help you. If you come back and say, yeah, I tried. I did a video for like a month or 2 days, and I stopped. Like, what? Now you're in the. But that's where most mentees are. That's what most people do, right? They barely do any kind of follow up because you want a simple answer, but the answer always involves work.
It's like, hey, can I get 1 million subscribers? Can you just, like, give me 1 million? That's kind of probably what most people are looking for.
Right.
And then all of a sudden it's like, well, I have to work for the 1 million subscribers? It's like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah. Okay, so what's the one question then?
Okay. So,
it's good.
All right, so the reason I went from doing 1 video a week to 1 a day is because someone else, gave me that idea, and then I was on Evan's channel, and he mentioned it. He says that, if you could do 2 or 3, great a day, but 1 bare bones minimum. I think those were his words. So I was like, all right, I'm going to do 1 a day.
How long have you been doing it for?
For about 5.5 weeks.
Okay,
maybe
okay.
5 weeks.
That's not bad. That's decent.
Yeah, and I missed a day, here and there. But what? Let me tell you though, what I've learned, what I've noticed by doing one a day, is you start to actually get fans, or people actually start to come back again and again to watch your stuff because there's always new content there. So there's a young lady by the name of Kelly. She's in the Midwest, or she's in Ohio. Anyways, but I think it's because I've been really consistent that she's been watching my videos on a consistent basis. There's another gentleman in Delaware. And so there's people out there that have found me, but it's because I'm putting all this content out there, and I feel like we're starting to develop trust, and so that's one of the pros of going daily. And it is a lot of work, but I'm seeing the results. And when I look at my analytics, I see that the percentage of subscribers that are watching my content is increasing as far as the watch time. The percentage of subscribers that are watching my videos is increasing again, and I can tell it by my watch time. So, okay, all right. Let me see
I'm going to turn off the speaker. I think it's giving you some feedback.
Okay, all right. Let me see if. One more question.
So here's the thing too. Like if somebody said, "Hey, Eli, I want to invest.
Okay.
I got $100 a month to invest. What should I put it in?" And then you tell them, like you sit down, you have a call with them, right? Like Eli's time is important. You sit down, you have a call with them, and you understand their situation. You tell them, "Here's what you need to do with $100 a month," and then they don't do it. Like, do you want to help this person again the next time? Right?
No. It's like, dude,
we're good. Okay, we're good. We're back on. So you wouldn't want to help them.
You know what it is? I work I work a lot, and so you're going to come out of your busy day, to help someone, and if they don't use, the wisdom or the advice that you gave them, it's like you wasted your time.
So most people will do that because they don't want to do the work of what you actually suggest, because what you suggest is going to work for them if they put in the work to do it.
Sure.
People don't want to do the work. They want an easy answer. And then what's going to happen is you're going to be jaded by future people who come, because this is most people.
Yeah.
So the next time somebody says, "Hey, you want to do a call? Hey, you want to do a call?" It's like, I don't really. But you want to help. Like, why'd you start your channel? You said you want to help people. So this is a challenge for you guys as a mentee to reach out. You have to stand out. Just saying, "Hey, can you answer this one question?" Like you really want to showcase, like, "Eli, I love your channel, man. It's the best. I wake up to it every morning. I'm watching it. You're leaving comments on the video before, so he already knows who you are." You say, "I'm really struggling with this one problem. If you could answer it for me, I promise you, I'm going to do the work." Then you're much more likely to want to help that person.
That's right. That's right.
So that's how you want to stand out. So, okay, advice for you. So if you're doing a video a day, here's what I'd say.
Okay.
Keep it up for 3 months.
Okay.
Don't take a day off.
Okay. Okay, no days off. Okay. Eric Thomas, no days off.
But you can batch it and stuff, right? Like,
okay.
You could even turn this into 5-part videos or whatever, right? Like,
that's right.
You could batch it. There's hacks, there's ways. Even respect, like, one day you're super sick and you can't film, you get on your phone and you make a quick video. Guys, I promise to do a video a day. I'm super sick. I got to go to bed. And you post that.
Okay.
Right? Like, just the hustle. It's like, man, because that hustle will be inspiring. So it's not always you on your best day. You're still willing to put in the work, right?
Okay.
So you put video day for 3 months. Respond to every single comment.
Okay.
How many comments do you get? You getting comments every day?
Yeah.
Okay, so like every comment. It's not crazy. We respond to every comment on our channel. We get like hundreds a day. So every comment gets a response. Okay? And then, do you do different things on different days? Like Monday is this and Tuesday is this, like themes and stuff?
No, I just kind of go with what, no.
Off the top of the dome?
Yeah, off the top of the dome.
Okay. So in picking topics, you can also get feedback from the audience. Like every top 10 I do is from the audience. Like you say you love E.T. Oh, who's E.T.? Let's look him up. Let's do it, right? People are always leaving requests. So you can pay attention to the audience to get feedback.
Okay.
But once you're doing a video a day for 3 months, then start paying attention to your analytics, to which types of videos are working.
Okay.
So like interviews might be taking off. When you talk about penny stocks, it takes off.
No.
When you talk about boring big cap stuff, nobody watches it.
What are you gonna do?
But anyway, so like this is what really skyrocketed my channel from like 100,000 to over 1 million in a short amount of time. Is paying attention to this series. So if you can try to do some series, so my top 10 started as once a week. Because I thought once a week, 52 people a year. Yeah, there's probably like 52 we could do a year. Then it took off. It's like, okay, how about twice a week? Can we do twice a week? It's like 100 people a year. I don't know, there are 100 people a year. We're going to start reaching too low. And then that started taking off. And then we had all these requests, so like 3,000 requests backlogged. So, okay, let's go 5 times a week.
Okay.
And so the top 10s do well. You know, the Espressos do well. The Mentor Me's do well. We launched other series. We just did Black Excellence. We just did Girl Boss. We did Somos.
Yeah.
We'll see, right? So like we'll do 3 of a series and see if it lifts. And more often than not, it doesn't. More often than not, it doesn't do better than the top 10 or something. So we kill it. Like, can I make it better or I kill it? Most people never get the data to make that decision because they're not putting out enough content. But if you're going daily, that's the first hurdle. If you're going daily, then start to think, okay, how can I group these things together? When I'm doing a vlog, does it do well or not? When I'm doing penny stocks or Bitcoin or whatever, then it's doing well or it's not. It has to match what you love doing too. You're not only matching the audience, right? But then you start paying attention to the analytics to figure out what series are winning and how to keep replicating those. It has to be a combination of what you love with what the audience wants. So daily for 3 months, respond to every single comment, and then pay attention to the analytics across the series to pick the winners and weed out the ones that don't work. And then come back with another question.
That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so I got 3 months of daily. All right.
Starting now, the last 5 weeks doesn't count.
Okay. All right. So it's that's you know, actually I'm going on a real vacation. Well, this is a vacation too, but I'm going on another vacation. I leave April 2nd and I come back April 20 something. But you know what? I'm still going to do it. So if you guys are going to be seeing me, you know, as I'm on vacation. So that's how committed I am. Okay. All right. Excellent. You know, that really does it for me, Evan.
I love it.
Yeah, I don't really have much else. No, it's been a pleasure. And thank you so much for having me. And
support this guy on his 3-month journey. Leave it in the comments below. Show him love every video. Cheer him on because we can't do this alone. We got to support and believe in each other.
That's right, guys. All right, so I end my videos often with spend less than you earn, save your money, pay down your debt, but most importantly, invest in yourself. And this is an investment that I'm making in myself and in my future. So, you know, I'm backing it up, guys. So thanks again for watching. Thank you again, Evan.
Love it, man.
All right.